everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is how to manifest your soulmate into your life. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3 and pile number 4. Go ahead and choose the pile that speaks to you, and let's get started with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1, these are your cards. And your spirit animal oracle cards are the Sandpiper Spirit, Be Playful, Butterfly Spirit, Transformation is Beautiful, and you have Turkey Spirit, Give with Gratitude and Grace. So pile number 1, what I'm seeing for you is that you gave up on love. You have given up, you don't believe in love anymore. You believe that you can't see which people are good for you and which ones aren't. You believe that you'll be the one who will be heartbroken. The people will deceive you. Your future partner maybe won't be trustworthy, that they will probably cheat on you or deceive you in another way. So you let go of the idea of having a partner, so to say, because you were in a cycle where you attracted toxic people into your lives, or you believe that you would be attracting toxic people into your life. This is why you stop believing in love, basically. You wanted to end the heartbreak. You wanted to have a healed heart again, and in order to live a happy life, you believed that you had to give up on love, because having hopes was dangerous, because you could get hurt again, because if you don't expect anything, you can't be disappointed, right? This is what you've thought all the time, and this is what you still think somewhere in your subconscious mind, or maybe even consciously. But pile number 1, you have to heal your broken heart. You have to actively do something to heal it. You have to heal from your past. You have to acknowledge that people you will meet in the future are not the people that you've met in the past. Your ex-partners are not a reflection of your future partner. This is something you have to acknowledge for yourself. You have to see that, you have to accept that. You have to change your worldview. Because if you don't, there is no chance for you to manifest a good soulmate into your life. Maybe you'll meet karmic soulmates, which can be very helpful, but for our overall happiness, this is not what we want, right? We want a good healing soulmate. So you can manifest your soulmate into your life. Everyone can. And you can too. You have to believe it. You have to let go of all the heartache that you got, of all the pessimism that you have in your subconscious mind. You feel like if you have prejudices against potential partners, they can't come close to you. and they won't be able to hurt you in the first place, which is a very wrong mentality. Pile number one. This is not healthy for you because you are guarded so much that you're missing out on having a partner. And I think from the fact that you're here on this video, it might be important for you to be in a relationship. I think you want to have love in your life. You want that, but you're too afraid. You have to stop walking away. Pile number one. This is what I'm seeing for you. You have to stop walking away. You really need to face your fears. You need to let go of limiting beliefs, of all the stuff that you have in your subconscious mind in that topic. You really, really need to let it go. We will see how. I will pick some cards to see which methods you should use. But this is what I'm seeing for now, that you need to do that in order to manifest love into your life. You are too serious about life. You know that, I really can't remember who said that. It's a shame. Was it Einstein? I'm not really sure, but someone said that life is too important to be taken seriously. I'll see who it was, but this is a quote that you should really take to consideration. Life is too important. We can't just have our guards up, you know, because then we will miss out on so much. Whereas a beautiful life is so precious. And the spirit animal oracles are telling you to be playful, to leave the survival mode, to take some risks. The butterfly spirit is telling you that transformation is beautiful. You might be afraid of changing because this is what your ego is probably telling you, a step back into being vulnerable. This is a word I just can't pronounce, I'm so sorry. And yeah, you might be afraid of being open yourself to other people. The spirit animal oracle deck is also telling you to give with gratitude and grace, to give love to other people. You might meet some people in whom you're interested, and you'd like to get to know them, but your anxiety of being hurt is holding you back. So what you have to do, pile number one, is definitely go and do that. Date again, meet people, try to not be skeptical. Try to have fun with these people. Try to not look for red flags. I mean, if there are some, of course don't ignore them, but don't try to find them, you know what I mean? This is something you shouldn't do, because the people you've met in the past, as I said, are not a reflection of the people you'll meet in the future. Just because you've met some dumbass men or dumbass women, that doesn't mean that the people you'll meet from now on will be the same. You really need to challenge your fears. That means that if someone, for example, asks you out, or you want to ask somebody out, but you don't want to because you're afraid of being hurt, then you should definitely do that. Go on dates with people. I know it can be terrifying to face your own fears. That is something that's so terrifying. That's creeping the hell out of someone. But you have to do it, pile number one. You have to do it in order to give yourself the feeling of, okay, I don't want to stay in that comfort zone anymore. Because, let's face it, comfort zones are boring, right? They are boring and they're not fulfilling at all. So let me see, what can you do? What can Pioneer do to heal? What can Pioneer 1 do to heal? The cards are definitely telling you to actively manifest what you want, to really feel the feelings of being secure with a person that you're in love with, to feeling secure in your relationship with this person. This doesn't have to be a specific one. This you can just imagine someone. This doesn't matter. The cards are telling you to really feel these feelings, to have it in your mind in order to change your world. They want you to be not afraid of the concept of love. This is, I feel, not just a form of manifestation, but also a form of healing, because I feel like you're also afraid of having this picture in your mind. You can't think of a good relationship without thinking of the snakes of your past, so to say. And this is why you completely gave up the concept of love, because you didn't even want to think about it, because all the hurt and all the pain is coming up when you think about that. And you have to. You shouldn't suppress emotions that are meant to be felt. Pile number one. You shall feel the hurt in order to leave it, to let it go out of your life. Let me pull some angel oracle cards for you. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So as you can see, if you do all these things, then this is what you can expect: engagement. And I think it is with a, hopefully, and this is what I really believe in, that this engagement is with a true soulmate, with someone who's really in love with you and someone who really appreciates you and respects you. Then we have you deserve love, you are lovable. This card is again telling you to not fear love because you deserve it. You are meant to have it in your life and you shouldn't shut the idea down. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Oh my god, pile number 1. This is so, wow, like this is so fitting to your situation. This means that you have to let go of what people did to you in the past, your exes. I don't mean that you have to give these people a second chance, this is not what I'm saying, but just to forgive life overall. You know? You will feel more love in your present moments if you just accept, okay, like there are a-holes on the world, you know? This is a fact that we as human beings have to accept. Not everyone is fitting to our expectations. But there are also people which amaze us. This is also a fact that we have to take into consideration. So pile number 1, to wrap this up, what you have to do is, you have to face your fears, face the heartache. You have to change your worldview. You do this in telling yourself, in manifesting a partner for you, in telling yourself that you can have a partner, in allowing yourself to have a very desirable life, and to mentally open your doors for your perfect partner. You have to forgive your past, accept that 99% of the people have been betrayed by someone at some point in their lives. This is really a truth. Pile number 1. Everyone has been hurt sometime. You have to give love. When you meet people you are interested in and they, for example, ask you for a date or you want to ask them for dates, then you have to face your fears and date them and stop trying to look for red flags, for example. You have to try to make the best out of it instead of walking away. You have to accept the fact that you are lovable. And you have to, with all of these things, try to leave your comfort zone and the survival mode and be more playful and take more risks. And, of course, acknowledge that transformation is beautiful. So that's it for you, pile number 1. I hope it resonated. I hope that you liked it. And if you did, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. So pile number 2, these are your cards. As spirit animal oracle cards, sorry. We have the brown bear spirit, take time out. We have the hummingbird spirit, be there now. And we have the peacock spirit. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the animal's name because I'm not a native speaker, so I'm sorry for that. Let it shine. So these are your spirit animal oracle cards. And what the cards are telling you here, pile number 2, is that you might be someone who is a little bit a love addict. You might need love because you have some self-love problems. You feel like you are not a complete person without a relationship, and this might be the reason why you tend to accept any flaw on your partner, even if this is a abusive relationship. And you are the kind of person who really who is a kind of a giver, and you tend to accept everything on your partner, and you are the kind of person to really ignore your own desires and wishes for a relationship. This is the reason, pile number 2, why you are manifesting many abusive partners into your lives. They are either abusive, or you're not really in love with them. They are not your perfect partners, someone you consider a future husband or a future wife. But still, you find yourself in a relationship with these people over and over again because you don't like to be single. This is what I'm seeing, pile number 2. To manifest your perfect partner into your life, you have to change that mentality. You have to feel happy by your own, pile number 2. You have to really, really feel more self-love. You have to love yourself more. So pile number 2, I'm so sorry my camera died. I have pulled out these cards for you, and I want to tell you what you have to do now. So the cards are telling me that you, pile number 2, you have to make sure that you heal your inner child, because if you do, then these internal feelings of not being worthy, they will disappear or they will minimize. What you also can do is you can ask your friends for help, as the oracle card is saying. You can ask them which attributes are making you lovable, and you can tell these yourself, for example, in front of the mirror. That really helped me when I really felt self-hatred and self-loathing. That is really something that really, really helps your inner child to heal. And your ego might not like this idea. Your ego might tell you that you need to stop telling yourself that you are lovable and stuff. But don't stop that, because this is the ego trying to stay true to what they believe in. And if you want change in your life, you have to overcome that and stay consistent with it. You have to take some time out. Look for what you like doing as a passion, as a hobby, for example. Because you are the kind of person, I feel like, pile number 2, that love chasing. And you bring that into your love life, which is not a very good thing to do when it comes to love and relationships, because pursuing is okay, chasing is not. Chasing is okay when you chase dreams, and the cards are telling you to look for dreams and inspiration, hobbies, things that challenge you, stuff where you really have to chase your dreams so that you can have your chasing side, so to say. You can invest that into your hobbies instead of into relationships, because it is not meant to be there. You might be a person who is devastated whenever they're rejected, even if it's someone you don't really like. But after your healing, you will be like, okay, yeah, like this person I don't like, they don't like me back, so whatever. So these are the things you have to do. You have to heal your inner child. Then you have to tell yourself that you are lovable until that sinks into your subconscious mind. And the last thing you can and should do is manifest. There are multiple videos on YouTube about manifesting love into your life, and also the thing with the inner child healing. There are multiple practices you can do to heal your inner child. You should take these into consideration. And yeah, that's it for you, pile number 2. Again, I'm so sorry that my camera died. I have seen it when I finished your reading. I'm so sorry for that. But I hope that you still liked it, and if you did, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, pile number 3, these are your cards. You have the Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacles. You have Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. And you have Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. For you, I see that you are someone who likes to distract themselves by working and by really going back to what you love. You are not the kind of person who likes to take risks, and you really feel anxiety when it comes to love. This is what I'm seeing, because you've been heartbroken in the past, and your coping mechanism, the way you deal with this heartbreaks, is that you just throw yourself into work, that you might be a workaholic, pile number 3. Because I think when you were a child, your parents or a couple around you that played a major role in your life didn't have a happy and fair relationship. You might have parents that are in a narcissistic codependent relationship, or it could be any form of an unfair or abusive relationship. And in your head, relationships are unfair, they are not worth giving your time to, not investing in, and you'd rather stay in your comfort zone and do some work. This is what I'm seeing for you. But you have to stop this, pile number 3. You really have to see that freedom is yours. You can be free. You don't have to overwork yourself in order to not feel the heartache. Don't do this, pile number 3. You have major limiting beliefs. You need to change them. This is something you really, really need to change, pile number 3. You have to start in your childhood to heal yourself from within. pull some information for you. You really need to leave your coping mechanism behind. Your coping mechanism is compensating what the ego says. If your ego starts talking, you start to distract yourself more, and this leads to a whole vicious cycle, and you have to break that. You have to really leave this unhealthy coping mechanism behind. You are someone who really rejects people before even knowing them, I feel like, because you believe that love is unfair, and you reject every potential partner you can. But you have to stop that. Pile number 3. You have to stop leaving everyone. There are so many cups waiting for you and you're leaving them. You have to stop that. This is what spirit guides are telling you. Let me put these aside. You have the desire to find a partner, but you keep rejecting them because you have these inner beliefs in your head. And you want to stay in your comfort zone and work. What you need to do, pile number 3, is stop all of these behaviors I've told you right now. You have to change your limiting beliefs. There are wonderful videos in YouTube about that topic. You have to accept offers. I mean, you don't have to accept every creep that comes and talks to you, of course, but people you would normally consider to be potential partners. Accept their offers, go on dates. If you have these thoughts, these anxious thoughts in your head, don't try to compensate that with working. Don't do that. It's not easy to face your fears, I know that, but nonetheless, you have to do this. Pile number 3. You have to face your inner fears. This is, of course, an obstacle for you, but you have to overcome it in order to be happy and to find your soulmate. This might take some time, but slow and steady wins the race. That means you may struggle with dating. You may struggle. You may experience a period of time where you really feel uncomfortable with leaving your comfort zone, leaving the work, and really facing your fears. But you have to stay consistent to that. This is what I'm seeing. You really have to be the Page of Swords to seek new adventures with people, to leave your comfort zone. The Page of Swords is like the opposite of the Queen of Pentacles. This is home. This is comfort zone. This is a place where we feel safe, which is of course a good thing, but not too much of it. If you are too much in your comfort zone, this can't be good for you. And the Page of Swords is the person who seeks adventures, who left home to challenge themselves, to see new things, to learn more, to gain more experience. We all need to find a balance between both. And you, pile number 3, are someone who tend to stay in your comfort zone. You are more the Queen of Pentacles than the Page of Swords, which you need to change. You have to stop the heartache from distracting you. You have to stop distracting yourself. You have to stay in the moment and feel the feelings that come up. You have to face your fears. Let me pull some angel oracle cards for you. We have worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. We have attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And you have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, pile number 3. So, as I said, staying in the moment and not distracting yourself, that will help you to attract your soulmate into your life, because that will give you healing. And you'll need to stay optimistic, so you have to really believe that you can manifest someone fair into your life. But for doing that, you have to accept the fact that there are fair people in the world, that there are fair relationships in the world. If you don't believe that, you won't be able to manifest it, right? So this is the reason why you want to be optimistic. But I think the optimism will come when you heal from within, when you change your belief system, which is, I feel like, very deeply ingrained in you, pile number 3. I'm not trying to have a pessimistic view on this, don't get me wrong. You can change it, you definitely can, but you should, because this is not just a thought that's crossing your mind. This is a really big limiting belief. Doesn't mean it's not easy to overcome. Any belief is easy to overcome, but you have to work on that. It might be scary, but you have to. You have to accept it. You have the freedom to have a wonderful relationship. You are not imprisoned with idiots in this world, so to say. What you have to do, pile number 3, is really focus on healing from within, changing limiting beliefs. This is your major issue. I'm not seeing any self-worth problems with you, pile number 3. I'm really just seeing limiting beliefs, which is a positive thing, because in the other piles I told that they had to first heal yourself, then change the limiting belief. You have the advantage that you can skip the first step, which they have to do. You don't really have to change that. What you have to change is the limiting belief. This is the only thing. But you have to you have to change your behavior also. You have to stop overworking yourself. You have to accept the fact that you need to face your fears. You have to leave your coping mechanism aside, the coping mechanism that you tend to distract yourself from the ego's chatter. You have to just let it be. And you have to accept that whichever relationship you experienced as a child, that wasn't fair, but not everyone is like the people that were in this relationship. Not every relationship is like that. You have to accept that. So that's it for you for today, pile number 3. I hope you liked the reading. If it resonated, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. So, pile number 4, these are your cards. And as spirit animal oracle cards, you have the buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. The grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. And you have the moth spirit, surrender now. You, pile number 4, are not the kind of person who believes in friendship or romance. As you can see here, look, we have the friendship ending in a fight, and we have the relationship, the romantic relationship ending in a fight. You believe that there is no real connection, maybe except of the family. And this made you come to the conclusion that you want to dedicate yourself to hobbies, to passion, something without people, you know, something without relationships. Work, maybe some big projects. But you have to really reconsider your limiting belief, pile number 4. You have this huge limiting belief in yourself that needs to be changed, because this is not what the truth is. You have to really sit with yourself, think about it, and ask yourself, is it really how the world works, or is it what I'm just experiencing? Because as you might know, we attract into our lives what we believe in. And if we believe that there are no real friendships or relationships, then this is what we might manifest into our lives. The spirit guides and the cards are telling you to really be relaxed in that topic, to not overthink your relationships with the people, with your friends, to really connect to yourself and to give yourself what you want, because I think you want a partner and you want real friends. Pile number 4. Let me pull some more cards for you. More information for pile number 4. More information for pile number 4. For pile number 4. Okay. I pulled out 7 cards. I don't know why. let's have our 7 cards. As I said, pile number 1, you are dedicated to work, passion, whatever it is, a big project. You try to be a lone wolf and really just reject everyone and keep them out of your life. But you have to leave this attitude behind, pile number 4. You have to give yourself the chance to experience love in your life. It doesn't matter if it's just a friendship-based love or romantic love. You will manifest a soulmate into your life when you really go for this cup. When someone offers you a friendship or love, then accept it. Of course not if it's a creep or something, but if you can see this person as a potential partner, then you should. This is what the cards are telling you. Let me pull some oracle cards for you. So we have: keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. We have: it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Wow. And we have: unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so since you have this limiting belief, pile number 4, you might have some toxic or shallow friendships in your life that you want to replace, maybe because they keep you in this energy of no one's fulfilling for me, you know. You might want to, and not all, but some of you, and I think you will internally feel which ones I'm talking about. Some friendships or relationships that you have in your life, you want to get rid of them because they keep you in a low vibrational state and they confirm your limiting belief. And you want to get rid of that, and to be able to get rid of that, you want to get rid of the friends first that give you the feeling of that the limiting belief is true. As you can see, loving is safe. There's nothing you have to fear about love. And that means that friendships and romantic love will not always end in a fight. It can, but it also cannot. So it's a safe place for you. Yeah, you have to keep an open mind. You may think that you may think that with everyone the fight is gonna happen at some point, but people you like may differ from what you already know. So what you want to do in order to attract a soulmate into your life, pile number 4, is to really heal yourself from within. What I mean by this is not, you don't really have to do inner child healing. I'm not seeing that. except of this card, but I think in that case that means happiness and being relaxed, because it's the end result. So what I'm seeing for you, pile number 4, is in order to attract a soulmate into your life, you need to change your limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs that relationships always end in a fight, because that's not true. You may feel like that's true, but it's not. You wanna get rid of some people in your life that give you this exact feeling. There are some in your life that give you the feeling that friendship or love is not worth it, you know. You want to really keep in mind that there are different types of people. Some are fitting for us and some are not. And if the question pops up in your head like, okay, but why do I only know people that are toxic, for example, and everyone has to be toxic, right? But you know that limiting beliefs make your life. They create your reality. So it's totally normal for you to exclusively know toxic people. That doesn't mean that they are the only ones that exist on this world. You have to believe that there are other people out there, wonderful people, with whom you won't have big fights. The abundant universe will provide. What this card is trying to tell you is that the universe is so abundant, there is enough of everything. There are enough wonderful people for you to have your life filled with all of them. You can have a partner, and you can have best friends, and you can have like normal friends. You know what I mean? Surrender now. It's good that you, of course, do what you like, but don't use it as a escape plan. Try to let people into your lives, work on your limiting belief, and really get rid of some toxic people. This is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 4. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, then give me a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.